In today's video, we're going to be installing Windows 8.1 on my low-end gaming PC. So far on my channel, I've played Minecraft on Windows 11, on Windows 7, I've played Minecraft on macOS, I've tried Linux, but the one thing I haven't tried is Windows 8.1. So yeah, we're going to be revisiting it today, seeing what it's like to use in 2022, and we're going to be trying to install Minecraft and do some gaming on there. If you're new around here, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe down below. Now, I actually have a Windows 8.1 disk, which we're going to be using to install. Also, let me know in the comments if you want me to try Arch Linux. I know a lot of people in the comments have been telling me to do this, so maybe I'll get my act together and get on and do it. Look out for that in an upcoming video. So yeah, let's go ahead and get switched over to my low-end PC and install it. Windows 8.1 originally came out in August of 2013. Windows 8.1 was the successor to Windows 8. Windows 8.1 improved over Windows 8 in many ways, such as the start screen. So you now have a start button rather than nothing on Windows 8. So that was a big improvement at the time. Overall, Windows 8.1 got a much more positive reception over Windows 8. However, still got a lot of criticism through Metro apps, which we'll be looking at in this video. Official support for Windows 8.1 ended in 2018, and the extended support is set to end in January 2023. I remember at the time Windows 8.1 was used quite a lot on touchscreen laptops, which were just starting to emerge. Lots of tablets that were laptops and laptops that were tablets. However, for a desktop PC user, Windows 8.1 wasn't as intuitive. Just didn't really feel natural navigating some of the menus using a keyboard and mouse. As of right now, only 2.83% of PCs in the world are actually running Windows 8.1. So Microsoft did a pretty good job in getting everyone to upgrade to Windows 10, mainly by making the upgrade free from Windows 7 and Windows 8. But we're going to take a look at all of that in this video. So yeah, let's go ahead, whip out my disk and get this installed on my computer. Alright guys, so here we are on the Windows 8 setup screen. And yeah, it's a pretty standard Windows install. If you've ever installed Windows before, it's pretty much like that. It's going to be a little bit slower because we are running off of a disk, so the setup might take a little while. It actually feels weird using Windows 8 after all this time. I've been using Windows 10 for absolutely ages now. And honestly, Windows 8 feels a lot like Windows 7 really, a lot of similar elements. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and install it on my main drive here. I think this had GGOS on it before, so yeah, let's just go ahead and do a nice partition wipe and get it installed. So yeah, I'll be back once it's installed. Like I said, it's probably going to take ages because we're running off an optical disk. Oh wow, that actually went quite quick there. Alright, and here we are on the Windows 8.1 setup screen. So first thing we need to do is pick a color. So this is pretty cool. You can like personalize your PC. Let's go for a gray. Nice Notre Dame colors. There we go. And yeah, you can just go ahead and either customize or use the express settings. You know what? These settings are pretty good as they are. So let's just go ahead and do that. Oh wow, they don't actually phone home by default. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, I lied. Advertising ID, that can go. Windows location. Okay, some of this stuff can go. And that's it. Windows 8.1 is set up. That's actually pretty easy. I thought it was going to take a lot longer than that. Let's see. Oh, Windows 8.1 desktop. All right, here we are on Windows 8.1. First of all, it has opened up the start menu, which is full screen on Windows 8. We can go ahead and go to our desktop here. And yeah, this is pretty much where you want to be, basically. You don't really want to be on your start menu with all of this. It's pretty annoying. Good thing about Windows 8.1 over Windows 8 is there's actually a start button here. I remember on the original Windows 8 there was nothing here. It was all very kind of touchscreen focused, so if you didn't have a touchscreen computer you're pretty much screwed. But yeah, it's good that they made some improvements in Windows 8.1. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below, are you a fan of this Windows start menu? Yes or no? I think it's quite cool. But just not really for desktop PCs. If you're using a keyboard and mouse, it's quite difficult to use and navigate. And yeah, it just doesn't really feel as intuitive. In terms of pre-installed apps, we haven't actually got that many, surprisingly. So we've got some just standard apps here like calculator, calendar, camera, mail, all of this stuff. But there's no like Candy Crush or pre-installed bloatware like there is on Windows 10. So yeah, it's just everything you kind of need really. If we don't want Skype, I think we can just go ahead and uninstall it, which is quite easy and straightforward. Maybe if we're not interested in finance, yeah, we can just uninstall it, which is really easy. None of this stuff is permanently here. Although I think, oh wow, really? Oh, no, it's not going to let us uninstall Internet Explorer. But yeah, for a low-end PC, would I recommend Windows 8.1? It's hard to say. Let's go ahead and get Minecraft installed on here and see what the kind of performance is like. But yeah, there's lots of like Windows 7 style stuff. Like these icons here are straight out of Windows 7. It's pretty much like if Windows 7 met Windows 10. And it's quite interesting actually, some of the design. We obviously don't have a dark mode or anything like that, so it's going to be pretty bright. If we go ahead and look at our specs here. Here we go, 4th gen i5, 8GB of RAM. Like I said, this is my eBay gaming PC, which we're going to be trying it on today. If we hover over here, we got some quick shortcuts like search, little share menu, start menu, devices, and a quick little settings toggle here, which is quite good. It's just, it'd be a lot better if it was easier to get to. But the one thing I'm not really a big fan of on Windows 8 is all these apps are basically full screen apps. So if I say I wanted to go on music, it would open up and there's like no close button. It's very touchscreen orientated. So I can't like go ahead and close this and open up something else. I've got to go back to the start menu and then go here. And Internet Explorer is like its own full screen application as well. So you've got to, I much prefer just the desktop. If I open something up here, I've got the close button, I can make it bigger and smaller. And it's not just an intrusive full screen app. I don't think there's any way to see what apps you're running in the background either. So if I just open up like food and drink and then open up weather, I don't think there's a way to see the background apps. So I think as soon as you go to the start menu, it closes it, or does it run in the background? It's so confusing. Oh, here we go, Task Manager. Yep, here they all are. And there's no way to close out of them apart from just going in the Task Manager and ending the task real quick. As for background processes and stuff like that, we've got about 11 here, which isn't too... Oh, wow, it's just gone to 8. It's actually pretty cool. I don't know why store's always open. I don't know if we can get rid of that. Oh, we can. Maybe I just had it open but forgot to close it. So these are all the background processes here. We've got 23 Windows processes, which is actually really good. Like this is basically like stripped down Windows 10 kind of level. In fact, I think it might even be less. Yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised by this. But yeah, bear in mind this is a fresh install of Windows 8.1. So if you are going to be using this as your daily, it's probably going to fill up. But I mean, 2% CPU usage, 14% memory, 0% disk. I could get behind this. This is really good. It definitely feels really snappy as well. Alright guys, so I've connected to my internet and we're going to go ahead and install Firefox. Alright, so I've just installed Firefox here. We could use the included Internet Explorer, but Microsoft has sadly discontinued it very recently. Everyone just used it to install Google Chrome with anyway, so it never really had that kind of purpose. So yeah, I've got ahead and I've installed Firefox here. And now I'm just going to go ahead and install Minecraft and see how it runs on Windows 8.1. Alright, here we go. And that's it. Alright, so here we are on the Minecraft launcher. Now, as always, we're going to go ahead and play 1.8.9 Minecraft. Alright, and here we are finally on Minecraft 1.8.9. So I did have to do a couple of driver installs in order to get this to work. As you can see, my resolution's now changed. All the icons down the bottom have got smaller. So yeah, we should have our graphics drivers and we should be good to go basically. Let's go ahead and throw up our FPS. Put your predictions in the comments and we're getting... Wow, 40 FPS. Okay. I mean, it's not too bad, I suppose. I mean, bear in mind we are on vanilla 1.8.9, no Optifine. Let's go ahead and turn on VSync and put that up there. How many now? Still about 40. Not the best really, but we are on pretty high settings for this low-end PC. So if we go ahead and look at our task manager here, as you can see, not a lot really going on in the background. We've got Java here, which is obviously Minecraft. We've got the launcher open, which is not taking up any CPU usage. And other than that, this is pretty good, to be honest with you. Pretty streamlined. So if you've got a low-end or older PC out there but you still want to use Windows, I'd probably recommend checking out a stripped down version of Windows 10 like Atlas OS or GGOS. If you want to check out my videos on them, I'll leave them in the top right hand corner. But hey, for nostalgia's sake, Windows 8 is not actually too bad. Alright, let's go ahead and throw on some realistic video settings. So yeah, let's go ahead and turn on this setting, this magic setting, always improves my FPS. Let's go and put our graphics on fast, turn off smooth lighting, maybe put our render distance on about 5, turn off clouds, decrease particles, here we go. Then if we go into full screen, it doesn't seem to work. That is really weird. What is going on? Why does my head keep turning? I'm not even touching my mouse right now. I'm drunk in Minecraft, guys. Yeah, so for some reason full screen won't work. I've pressed in the full screen F11 and this is just not full screen. I can still see my desktop. It's pretty weird. And when I go out of full screen, it's this tiny window here. And I can't control my head. What is going on? Alright guys, so I'm back and I seem to have fixed my problem. So what I ended up needing to do was I needed to go and get my Intel HD graphics driver. So I just went ahead and I got that off their site and now I'm good to go basically. If you have a look at my FPS now, look at that, it's insane. It's about 150 FPS, whereas before we had about, what was it, like 30 or 40, which wasn't so good. So yeah, it's made a massive improvement to our FPS, and now we can play properly in full screen. So yeah, that's a big bonus. We're still on Windows 8.1, as you just saw there. And we don't have that weird thing where my Minecraft character is just going around in circles uncontrollably, which is also good. So yeah, I'm a massive fan of Windows 8.1. I do remember sticking with this operating system for quite a while before getting Windows 10 eventually. And despite the weird start menu and just the weird way it does things, it's still really good. It's still a really minimal operating system. We've got hardly any background processes really. So yeah, end of support is coming very soon, but you might be able to get a couple of months usage out of this. I'm sure the community will come together and create Windows updates for Windows 8.1 when it does eventually lose support. But yeah, vanilla 1.8.9, 150 FPS on my low-end computer. I'm really happy with that. I think that's probably the best FPS I've seen this computer get so far. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to try the latest Minecraft 1.19 version. And they've just recently brought out Optifine for it. So let's go ahead and download and install it. Alright guys, so I've got Minecraft 1.19 and Optifine installed. So we're going to create a new world here and see how it runs on Windows 8.1. Now I haven't actually used the latest version on my low-end PC just yet. So with the new Optifine on here, be interesting to see how it runs. And here we are on Minecraft 1.19. Straight away it feels pretty laggy, but yeah, let's go ahead and throw up our FPS here. And wow, I'm actually surprised with that. 80 FPS is pretty good. Let's go into full screen here. Now a lot of people tell me off for using the debug menu, so let's go ahead and enable the FPS through Optifine. There we go. And yeah, this is the FPS we're getting, 1.19 Optifine on Windows 8.1 on my low-end PC. So yeah, it does feel quite choppy when I'm loading in chunks here. But just flying around. Oh, we got to about 27 there. I was going to say we're staying above 60, but it is fluctuating a little bit. If we look at my video settings here, this is what we're working with. Let's turn that down. Put this simulation and render distance on the same thing. And for some reason, I've got fog on, so we'll turn that off as well. Hey, there we go. Into the hundreds now. That is actually really good for my low-end PC. Yeah, I could definitely play the latest 1.19 version with Optifine on this computer. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit choppy when I'm loading in chunks, but once I've loaded them in, I'm getting solid 120 FPS, which is really playable. Now, ideally, on the latest version of Minecraft, you'd be using something like Sodium or Fabric, and that's how you would get the most FPS out of this thing. But I've used that before, and it's pretty difficult to understand, really. I need to get some of you guys to help me out in the comments to use that effectively. But for now, I'm glad that Optifine have come out with 1.19 support, and the FPS and performance on this computer is pretty good actually. It's definitely an improvement over when I first got this PC, when I got scammed on eBay. So yeah, if we look at our background processes again, we've got OpenGDK, which is Minecraft I'm guessing. We've got this, which I'm not too sure what that is. Oh, it's probably Asus installed some drivers or something. I've got an Asus motherboard in here. Minecraft launcher, Intel HD graphics. Store just keeps opening up. I don't know why that always has to be in the background. It's quite annoying. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with Windows 8.1 in terms of background processes and stuff. Here's our start menu, love it or hate it. Now that I've connected to the internet, I get kind of like adverts and live tiles, which probably uses up a lot of CPU when it's open. So it's probably not the best. But yeah, like I said, you'd probably be using the desktop anyway. And I think when I used to use Windows 8.1, I used Start is Back. And that basically just removed this start anyway. So it's basically just like Windows 7. Alright, so here we are on Hypixel. This is going to be the big test. Oh wow, they've actually changed the hub. That's pretty cool. Alright, so let's do a Hypixel lobby test here. We're currently in the Duels lobby. You can see my FPS on the top left hand side. And yeah, we're just walking around, doing our thing. There's lots of big buildings and structures above us that are just loading in kind of as and when. And our FPS is really smooth considering all the stuff that we're loading in. And we're on Hypixel lobby. Let's turn on players as well. We might as well. Okay, that's dropped our FPS quite a lot. We've gone down to 30 here. Turn them off. Get about 90 to 100. Alright, let's hop into a classic duel and be on my low-end PC. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, let's do some duels here on 1.19. Yeah, I wonder if you have to... Okay, so you can spam click on 1.19 on Hypixel. You'd have to wait for your sword to recharge. I lost. I'm pretty bad. Alright, so here we are on a Hypixel duel. We're using 1.19, so this is going to be really weird. I don't think I've ever PvP'd properly on Minecraft 1.19. And oh, I'm so bad. It feels so weird. I kind of want to wait for my sword to recharge before I hit people. But nope. They've disabled that on Hypixel and you've got to spam click your mouse. Come on, 1.19 PvP. Hey, there we go, GG. So yeah, on Hypixel duels, we're getting about 150 FPS. The maps are pretty flat, not a lot to load in really. Well, apart from this one's huge. But still, our FPS is holding up really well and performance is quite good. Oh, what? How did he win that? It must have been on like half a heart there, wow. So yeah, would I recommend Windows 8.1? I mean, it's definitely worth trying out. It's pretty lightweight for a Windows operating system. I mean, probably not as lightweight as something like Windows 7. But then again, with Windows 7, you've lost all kinds of support. Updates have basically stopped now. And yeah, it's just a neglected operating system really, as sad as it is. But yeah, like I said, there's no pre-installed bloatware or adverts or anything like that, which is good to see. There is quite a lot of Microsoft apps, but as you saw before, you can just right click and uninstall them. Background processes are pretty minimal, and on a low-end system like this, it runs really well. Like I said, let me know in the comment section if you do like the start menu on Windows 8. I kind of like it, but at the same time, I'd much rather just use the standard desktop mode. That guy actually hit a 360. Credit to him. So yeah, let me know what you want to see me do on the low-end eBay PC. It's been quite a while since I've done a video on here, and I've pretty much run out of all ideas to try on here. I've upgraded it, I've tried all kinds of operating systems on here, I've tried optimizing it. So we've basically done everything we possibly can, but I just use it now as a computer that I can just test operating systems on and not have to install it on my main PC. So it's pretty good for that, and I might use it as a streaming PC in the future. I have actually got my old graphics card that I could try put in here and see what FPS we get. I reckon we could probably get about 1000 if I put in my old GTX 1060, but we'll have to see. So let me know in the comments down below if you want to see a video on that. So yeah, thank you guys all for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed and leave a comment down below. It's been quite a hard video for me to do this week because my voice is currently dying. I think I might have COVID, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, thank you guys all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.